Finally, Google has announced the launch of its latest and most powerful artificial intelligence model, Gemini 2.0. This marks a significant milestone in the AI field. Over the past period, we've witnessed some truly amazing developments and events in the world of AI. All the leading American companies in the field of artificial intelligence have started making strong moves to face a new and unexpected challenge from a Chinese giant that has recently emerged. This company has rapidly and effortlessly changed the rules of the game, shaking up the industry. As we saw in recent days, OpenAI quickly responded and announced two major updates to not only keep up with, but also surpass the recent Chinese models. This was essential for maintaining their position at the top of the AI race. At the same time, Google also started to take action, releasing their latest AI model, Gemini 2.0, to compete in this rapidly evolving landscape. Of course, after the official announcement and statement Google made about this model back in December, Gemini 2.0 has now become available to users. Gemini 2.0 is Google's most powerful and advanced AI model currently available, and it's now accessible to users through several versions. If you visit the Gemini website or download the Gemini app on your mobile, you'll find that the Gemini 2.0 models are now available for you to use. If you're using the free version of Google Gemini, you will have access to 3 different versions of Gemini 2.0. The first version is Gemini 2.0 Flash, the second version is Gemini 2.0 Flash SK Experiment, and the third is Gemini 2.0 Flash SK Experimental Apps. However, there is a fourth version, Gemini 2.0 Pro, which is only available through the paid subscription of Google Gemini, known as Google Gemini Advanced. Now, we're going to explore and discuss the key differences between these various versions, and I'll show you how you can even try the Pro version, even if you're not subscribed to the paid Google Gemini Advanced plan. So let's take a closer look together at the latest artificial intelligence models from Google Gemini 2.0. To begin with, in order to understand the key differences between the various versions of Google Gemini 2.0 that Google has recently released, if we visit Google's official website, which is Google DeepMind, we'll find that they discuss in detail the new Gemini 2.0 model. And of course, the first thing they highlight, as we can see, is unlocking a new era of AI experience and our most capable AI model. This reflects the fact that Google has focused all its efforts in recent times on developing the Gemini 2.0 model, aiming to reach the level of AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, which is the goal that all artificial intelligence companies are working toward. A GI refers to an AI system that can learn autonomously and understand or perform any intellectual task that a human can. At present, all the leading companies in AI are striving to improve their models to reach the level of general AI, which is capable of understanding and learning across a broad range of tasks, without needing specific programming for each one. One of the other important things that distinguishes the Gemini models is that they are multi-AI models, meaning they can handle various types of data, such as text, audio, and videos. The Gemini 2.0 model is considered an AI agent, capable of listening, seeing, speaking, thinking, and even taking actions. We've seen and tested this in detail in the previous videos when we discussed the real-time streaming tool. Now, as for the Gemini 2.0 model family, there are several versions or models available. The first model available from the Gemini 2.0 family is Gemini 2.0 Pro, which is the best performing version of Gemini 2.0. It excels in handling programming codes and can deal with complex prompts or complicated commands very efficiently. However, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this version is only available through the paid subscription of Google Gemini, known as Google Gemini Advanced. The second model is Gemini 2.0 Flash, which combines high-speed response with excellent overall performance. This model is specifically designed to deliver fast and efficient answers, which is why Google named it Flash, emphasizing its quick response time to queries. The third model is Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking, which is an enhanced version of the previous Gemini 2.0 Flash model. This new version incorporates advanced thinking capabilities. That's why it's called Thinking. This model uses deep thinking techniques, or deep skin thinking, allowing it to carefully process and consider a series of thoughts before providing an answer. Essentially, it simulates a deeper, more thoughtful reasoning process, Much like what we've seen in other advanced reasoning or thinking models, such as OpenAI's GPT-3 or DeepSeek R1. These models aim to mirror human-like reasoning by working through a chain of thoughts to arrive at a final conclusion before responding. This model is particularly well-suited for handling complex questions and scientific research inquiries, where a deeper level of thought and analysis is required. The final model in the Gemini 2.0 lineup is Gemini 2.0 Flashlight, which is ideal for users who are looking for good performance at a more affordable price. This model is designed for individuals who need efficiency and speed, but do not require the higher performance capabilities of the other models in the Gemini 2.0 family. In fact, many AI companies have begun using similar structures, offering different versions of their models, just as we've seen with OpenAI's models, such as GPT-3, which comes in low, medium, and high-performance versions. Google has also released a benchmark on their DeepMind website, comparing the performance differences between Google Gemini 2.0 Pro, Flash, Flashlight, and previous versions, like Gemini 1.5. The benchmark highlights how each model performs across a variety of tasks, whether it's coding, language processing, math, images, audio, or video, providing a detailed analysis of each version's capabilities. The benchmark clearly demonstrates how the models in the Gemini 2.0 series outperform the previous version, Gemini 1.5. As we can see, Gemini 2.0 Pro ranks first, followed by Gemini 2.0 Flash, and then Gemini 2.0 Flash Lite. One of the most important features that distinguishes Google's Gemini models in general is that it is the only AI model in the world, as of now, that supports the longest context window, meaning it can handle an enormous amount of data. Its capacity reaches up to 1 million tokens, and even 2 million tokens in the Pro version of Gemini 2.0. This capability allows Gemini 2.0 to process an entire repository of programming code, analyze massive amounts of data from large Excel or Google Sheets files, summarize vast PDF documents, and use them to conduct scientific research. In addition to all of this, it can perform powerful image and video analysis. Moreover, the high speed and low cost of using the API, compared to similar models on the market like OpenAI and Anthropic, make Gemini 2.0 particularly appealing. This is one of the reasons I sometimes find myself leaning towards Google's models and preferring them over others. We can try and use the new Gemini models through the Gemini web app, which is available at gemini.google.com. As we mentioned earlier, Gemini 2.0 models are accessible here. You can also use the app by downloading it to your mobile device. Alternatively, you can try the same models through the AI Studio tool, which is available at aistudio.google.com. On the right side of the app, we can find all available models of Gemini 2.0, along with older versions to try for free. There's also a compare option to evaluate the performance of each model directly. We can also find the Pro model, Pro Experiment 0T-05, but it's only available for free with Gemini Advanced. To try it, we can use AI Studio. Let's now compare the three models: Flash, Flash Syncing Experiment, and Flash Syncing Experiment with Zap. The Flash model is fast and excels at image understanding. For example, when uploading a picture of the pyramids, it was able to analyze the historical landmarks and their heights in detail, even providing the heights in meters. The second model, Flash Syncing Experiment, is a thought model that shows its reasoning before giving an answer. It cannot access real-time internet data. When asked, how many R's are in the word strawberry, it thought step by step and correctly answered 3 R's. When asked how long it takes to drive from Cairo to Alexandria, it estimated 2.5 to 3.5 hours. But since it cannot access the web, these were just estimates. I hope you found the video helpful. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.